Poe on the floor for the Spurs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And here are the Mavericks now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Doncic passes to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Nathaniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really built.
Good! Another from 3.
And he's hit thousands of threes in the league. Oh, my.
Inching closer to 5th place on the career triples list. Oh, sweet move. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Falls for Vassell. Hey, Doris, at what point in the year coaching staffs really starting to optimize their rosters?
Well, B.A., I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
Here's Gafford, and the dunk by Gafford.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Defensive foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's his first personal. First team foul. At the line for Dallas. Daniel Gafford. One shot.
That free throw good from Gafford.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
Back to Paul. Pass to Castle. To the inside. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The 3 from Washington. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Doncic passes to Thompson. Back to Doncic from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Doncic has got 5 points.
Now, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Pass to Castle. Here's Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Wing shot on the way. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Paul's got his third basket on the night right there.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Paul looking it over. Out left to the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Count the basket. Now it's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Now here's Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Over Kessel. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Now here's Paul, guarded by Doncic. Here's Wembanyama. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
And he knocks down the first one. Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Doncic against Barnes. And Powell with the stuff.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Spurs lead by 7. Here's Kessel. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. And here's Barnes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
First one falls, and you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Exum's checked in for Dallas. No good on the second free throw. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, BA, that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Shoots from 14. Another one falls for Dallas.
We know that Luka's a 3-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 14 points for the game.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Grimes. Washington a screen. A nice shot by Grimes.
Grimes can be hot and cold, but boy, he gets that bucket down from 3.
San Antonio leading by 5. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Inside. Wembanyama, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Marshall. The three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Hey, see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Barnes. Here's Castle. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar. It's good. Off the glass.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
1:11 left to play in the first. Pass to Marshall. And here's Washington. 11 feet out. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. The Mavericks making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Chris Paul comes in for Vassell. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Castle. No points yet. The three from Barnes. Sinks it from distance. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs. Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Out to the right wing. Doncic against Paul. Wembanyama, high post. Fades and shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
Of his 8 shots so far, he's only missed 1. He's starting this game strong.
Doncic against Paul. Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Morris, a screen on Paul. And here's Doncic outside. Morris for 3. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Mavericks trail by 7. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. And it's Collins in at the 5 spot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, the long-range work from Spencer Dinwiddie. Over the years, this former second-round pick has increased his range.
Down low. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
That free throw misses. And Jason Kidd inking a multi-year contract extension, Doris. He'll remain the Dallas head coach.
Well, B.A., you have to give Jason a ton of credit for the job he's done with this basketball team. And think about it. Your coach is a Hall of Fame level floor general in his own right. And now your best player, Luka Doncic, is an elite point guard. Just a perfect match.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Sohan outside. This one for three. Rebounded by Prosper. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Marshall. And a nice finish on the layup. Marshall's got 5 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ball passes to Johnson. And it's all from three-point range. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They really scrapped out a win last time. Foul trouble on the other side helped them immensely.
Oh, no doubt. Playing aggressively, forcing the action, that often works in your favor, and it did the last time around.
And Paul gets it to go. Give him 8.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Paul. They grab their own miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Back to Johnson. Collins a screen. High arcing shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw is good from Collins. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Powell, he's checked in for Prosper. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
checked in for San Antonio. And while we have a second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. Stephon Castle is second.
And it's always hard to predict